Hi everyone, I hope you will like the video. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe.
Radicals and exponents. First, let's know what the radical mean. The radical mean is the expression, whereas symbol it's the radical sign, and the number in the top of the symbol is the index, and what's inside the radical number it's called the radicand. And also I want to mention the square root of a number is a number that when multiplied by itself results in the original number. And usually the index 2 it's omitted. So now let's move on to example in radical. Cube root of 64 3 is the index and 64 is since 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 equal to 64. That means the cube root of 64 equal to 4. Second example, fifth root of 32. So 5 is the index and 32 is radicand. Since 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 equal to 32. That means the fifth root of 32 equal to 2. I wrote some operation with the radical. So for example, the square root of a multiplied by square root of b equal to square root of a multiplied by b, and the square root of a plus square root of b is not equal to square root of a plus b. Square root of a minus square root of b is not equal to square root of a minus b, and square root of a divided by square root of b equal to square root of a divided by b. So let's see some example. For example, we have square root of 500. We write square root of 100 multiplied by 5, and we divide, we separate the square root. We write square root of 100 multiplied by square root of 5, and the square root of 100 is equal to 10, and square root of 5 it's gonna stay the same. So it's equal to 10 square root of 5. Square root of 6x multiplied by square root of 3x. So that's equal to square root of 18 is 6 multiplied by 3, 18, and x multiplied by x square. That's equal to square root of 9x square multiplied by 2, and that's equal to square root of 9x square multiplied by square root of 2 equal, and we know that the square root of 9 equal to 3x square root of 2. Another example, square root of 100 divided by 9 equal to square root of 100 divided by square root of 9 equal to square root of 10 square. divided by square root of 3 square. So now we're gonna take the radical off, so equal to 10 over 3. Other example, square root of 48 x cube divided by square root of 6x. So that's equal to square root of 48 x cube over 6x, and that's equal to square root, we're gonna simplify this, 48 divided by 6 equal 8, and x cubed divided by x is x squared equal to 2x square multiplied by 2, and that's equal to 2x square root of 2. Exponents. The exponents is when a number is multiplied by itself a specific number of time, it is raised to a power. And the way it's written is a power of n equal to b, whereas a is the basic and n is the power and b is product of the multiplication. 5 raised to a power of 2 equal to 25. Now we're gonna move on to some exponents. For example, the negative exponents minus n equal to 1 over a raised to power n, whereas a should not equal to 0. For example, 2 raised to power minus 4 equal to 1 over 2 raised to power 4 equal to 1 over 16. A raised to the power 0, it's equal to 1, whereas a should not equal to 0. For example, 2 raised to the power 0, it's equal to 1. A raised to the power m over n equal to radical sign, and we put the base inside. We put n as the index and m raised power of the base, so m. For example, 4 raised to the power 3 over 2 equal, so we're gonna take the base 4 and then the power 3 and then the index 2, and that's equal to square root, and 4 cubes equal to 64, and that's equal, and square root of 64 equal to 8. For example, 3 raised to the power 4 over 2 equal, so same thing, base 3 power 4 index 2 equal 3 raised to the power 4, it's equal to 81, and the square root of 81 is equal to 9. That's all for today. If you have any question, please leave it in the comments.